Hey everybody, Mark here from Mark Builds Bricks. Funwhole, absolute another little gem of a build. Here we're going to review the new Middle Ages, part of the medieval theme, the Watermill. Set number F9061. It's a little 1278 pieces of awesomeness. Great looking set. We're going to jump in, review it at each stage as we go. So sit back, relax, and let's get through the review.
Welcome.
All right, let's talk about the manual. So let's zoom right into this nice and beautiful book. As you can see, we have a nice, gorgeous picture of the watermill right on the front. We have the QR code in this section of the manual's front cover. Scan this, you can download the digital instructions as well. We got the Funwhole logo, the watermill, the set number, how many pieces, and apparently 16 plus for this build. Down in this bottom corner here, we have the Watermill Middle Ages seal kind of logo on there. Looks really good. We have About Funwhole inside the cover as we normally do. And then we have a nice little illustration mini story at the beginning here, just showing what type of movements are happening and stuff like that. So like you could put stuff inside the wheelbarrow, then you can dump it into the box and stuff like that. And then you turn, and then apparently it fills that up. Nothing actually moves between here and here, but it shows the nice functionality inside the mill of what a mill actually is supposed to do. We have a nice little inspiration message as we normally do as well. And then we have a nice little exploded view of what opens up on the set with the lights on and stuff like that, and the roof. So that looks pretty cool. Nice little close-up image of the lovely lady and gentleman with a little love letter, and of course with the gentleman at the main door with a nice printed piece above the door as well. And then it just goes into the typical, just make sure you check the lights. This is how do you use the connectors, what kind of batteries, which again AAA batteries for this one, and what bag has what sets, and of course building the minifigures. And then it goes right into the full build of the actual set itself. Greatly colored. I had no issues about the colors or anything like that, but I did come across a couple of steps where it actually showed pieces in place, but it was actually pieces that you don't actually attach until you're like 2-3 more steps into it. So if you look at the instructions, go, where do these pieces come from? That's okay. Just ignore them. 2 more steps, you're going to end up putting the same pieces in place anyways. So as you can see, nicely directions, everything's laid out kind of nicely and stuff like that. The roof was kind of fun to build. And of course the last parts coming up towards the end with all that. And of course, like as you see, a great picture of the Middle Ages with everything on it. And then it goes into the sets that they have already out. Again, I didn't see any Easter eggs. There was no, I think the Funwhole, come on, put some Easter eggs back in, damn it. I kind of like jumping to the back of the instructions to see if there was a new set that might be hinted and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun, but it seems like they've corrected that and not do that. So I have to check the digital instructions, see if they still do it in the digital ones. But anyways, that's the manual. Let's take a look at the building now. All right, so time to review the figs that come with this set. Again, there's only 3 with a dog and a little wheelbarrow. We got a little wheelbarrow. There's a couple loose pieces, clear loose pieces here. I am not sure what. It looks like a little corn or something. Who knows? But it's a nice little wagon and stuff like that you get as a build that goes with it. So we'll just move that over there. And let's jump into these little beauties. So we get 3 figures and, of course, a nice little dog. The dog's got some nice printing on him as well. Like nice little printing on him to make it look like he's got some fur. Got a nice little face printing there as well. She's got some really good prints on her as well as the other 2. All in all, straightforward. No double faces. Nice little printing on the back as well. So yeah, those are the figs. I'm still not a fan of the arms. Here, let me show you. I'm going to raise this guy's arms up and we're going to pop the dog right off. But look, now those hands are like crossing almost. So if you try to put anything in their hands, they're just going to smack themselves in the face with it. Or it's just going to look weird. So that's my only pet peeve of these things is the arms. But all in all, these are absolutely great. Like nice clear face prints, great facial expressions, nice prints on the torsos and stuff like that. The bodies move very well, the legs move very well. So I really can't complain about that. And like as I said, we do get a nice little pooch here. Nice little puppy dog. Focus in. There we go. He's looking really good. Those are the minifigs. All right, so we've got the bags one pleated for the medieval watermill that we're building here. So this is basically everything that we got in place so far. A couple of wires we put in place, some wire management. We have a nice little lantern up here on the white wall. Hopefully we're going to hide that cable in the back there somehow. Interesting design. We have a nice little water effect throughout the sides of this, and I don't think the building's going to be too big. So this is basically the base. I don't think we're going to expand any more than this from the looks of it, but we got some nice textures. We got some flowers in there, some like grass, vegetation, some mud. Interesting walkway up here onto this like kind of like a dock over the water type scenario. Looks pretty cool so far. All in all, it's been a good build. So far, the wire management has been pretty good. 2 wires so far, and let's keep going. At this stage, we have a working wheel. This is awesome. We got another light strip that was put in place. So that's 3 light sets that we've put in so far. One that's going to light up some of the water. One that lights up this little lantern on this side. I don't know if you can see this right here. And of course, the new satellites that we just put in, looks like it lights this torch, and we got 2 extra lights here that who knows where they're going to go. But we do have a nice little water wheel now. The water wheel does move. We do have gears as well set up over on this side, as well as coming out to the handle over here. If we turn the handle, I'll do it on this side so you can see better. We got a working wheel. And I actually like the wheel that it's not 100% round, because this is the medieval times. I'm pretty sure they weren't super accurate with their round wheels. So I kind of like it's got a little character of being a little oblong or whatever it is there. Also, the wheel does have some printed wood grain on the tiles as well, so it makes it look like it's wood. So that's pretty cool. Most of it was to build up this little platform as well. At this point, also the wires connect to the connector box right in this little drawer here. So this little drawer pulls out. So far, we got the 3 connectors in there, and we can just slide that drawer in like that. So far, not bad. I'm hoping that this wire, again, that's exposed from the first set of bags, hopefully we get to cover that. Probably the battery box is going to go right there. It does seem to fit there. I believe this takes 3 AAA batteries, but we'll find out towards the end. Let's keep going. All right, at this stage, we've completed bags 3. So it seems like there's like 4 bags each stage as we're going through. So this is completely bag 3, as you can see. We got a little part of the roof, we got a door, we got a nice printed piece above the door. We got some tree vegetation in the back. We got some landscaping that was put in place in front of the wheel. The wheels, the wheel still works. We haven't screwed up the wheel yet, but the wheel still works. We got our power jumper here to hopefully put power to the top level as well. We got some lights in place. It's looking pretty good. Here, let me give you a little bit of a detail inside there. We got a nice little stairwell been put inside. You can see the gear and the turning post when we turn everything. Those gears inside move. We got a nice box, some barrels and stuff like that put in place. We have a nice little printed calendar. It looks like July here up on the wall. Looks like we got a nice little torch with a light. There's no way to really hide that wire. That wire is pretty much there. The water wheel is also hiding the wire that goes up the wall on this side. I'm pretty sure the battery box is going to hide this wire. That's near the tree here on the back. It's a nice little roof texture effect. The way it's angled and stuff like that, it looks pretty good. So far, we're doing pretty good here. I will admit, during this set of building, if you've got big hands or fat fingers, be wary. A lot of pieces are gonna fall off. It's the wall right here behind the wheel and a bit in this area is kind of fragile to build until you get the brace pieces in and then it's locked in solid. But until then, yeah, fat fingers are just gonna knock pieces over. Just a heads up. But all in all, it's going to be a cute little set so far. Okay, another stage is completed. We got a lot done. We have a bit of the second or the roof loft built in place. Just a heads up, it's a little tricky getting into place. If you make sure you got everything underneath the second floor in correctly, and then it just pops in nicely. Also, make sure you get it into the gear because it does put the grinding wheel inside or the mill wheel inside turns as well, as you can see. So pretty cool. Yeah, we got little things left and right all over the place here. In the loft, we got a couple little bottles, jars at the top. We got a barrel with a little love letter in it, which is a printed piece. We got a couple of bags as well. We do have a light and another lantern on the top floor. And as you come to this side, you can see the mill. So it does its grinding in the center there. So works pretty good. Works pretty good. So far, so good. That was basically all of the bags for is basically the whole top part here. We do have a removable wall in the back here. So it does pop off so you can actually see inside once we get it all closed up. So it doesn't swing out or anything like that. It just pops into place. Couple of studs, just boom, it's in. You're good. And again, on this side, we have a nice like shutters on this window here. So it makes it look nice and clean. Yeah, so far so good. Other than a couple little pieces here and there were a little awkward. I got a little mistakes, but it was very easy to correct. So yeah, now we're just one side is going to be a clip-in roof, it looks like, and the other side of the roof looks like it's just going to sit in and then fold over. So we do also have back wall that looks like it's just going to pop in like it does for the top here. We're probably going to have the same thing right here because we've got about 4 studs to attach a wall in this spot as well. So let's keep going and we're almost done. All right, we have completed the whole build for the Middle Ages watermill. It's actually looking great. But before we get into it, just a heads up, it does come with 7 LED lights in total. It also has 6 brick bags. That's 6 sets of brick bags. Mind you, the 6th bag is actually 1 bag, but everything else is between like 3 and 4 bags. Also, it is USB powered optional, so you can switch it out to put a USB cable in place, so you can power it by a power bank. And of course, batteries are not included, but it does take 3 AAA batteries. So, without further ado, let's turn the lights on. There we go. We've got the lights on, as you can see. We have a nice little torch right in the front here. We got a little lighting happening in the water as well. And most of the other lights are actually inside the building. But we'll leave the lights on as we go. As you can see, it is a nice looking building. It is Middle Ages, but this could pass as a nice crossover if you're going to set up Middle Ages and the farming sets. This actually can go well with the cheese house and continue on. So this is a pretty good crossover. It's a nice little build. We do have nice little print pieces right in front of the door here, basically saying the watermill. Nice kind of round door scenario that looks like it's like a log type door. Door does open up, as you can see. And we have a nice little greenery here on the side with some trees elements and stuff like that. These trees are actually not that bad to put together. I'm not a big fan of putting trees together. Everything just falls apart every time I do it, but these are actually not too bad. They're a little fragile if you knock them pretty good, if you're going to display them and stuff like that. Just a heads up. We'll get to the back in a sec. But we got like nice water effect and stuff like that going around all the way to the front. The wheel itself, it's got gears. It does move. So we do have some nice playability. I'm a big fan. Anytime I see gears on anything, I'm hopefully they are functional. So it looks really good. It also turns the mill grinder inside on the top here. pretty slick, pretty slick. On top of the roof, we have two little birds as well. We do like the coloring with the orange and the darkish yellow, or off, not super bright yellow, but nice kind of mustard yellow with the orange. Really pops on this building very nicely, as well as a couple of the other like kind of greenish greenish to offset on that. Like as I said, we do have a nice little light on torch in the front. The light that actually is in the water kind of glows through the walkway as well. Just a heads up there. We got water coming out to the side here. We got some nice little crops down at the bottom and stuff. And as you can see, the back, we do have the battery box as well. Nothing swings open, but traditional Funwhole style, it does open up. So we can pop the panel off on this one as well. If we can just grab it here, there we go. And that actually opens it up. It does have another one that opens up on this side here. We can open it here, but it's up to you. But let me just give you a nice good detail look inside here. So here we go. We got like some nice little setup as well. We got that white chute that's coming straight down the middle. That's coming up from the mill at the top here. So you grind your mill, your corn and stuff like that, and it goes down, funnels down, and falls into the container. We got some nice containers on the side. Like as I said, as I turn it, you can see the gears inside turning as well. On the second floor, you can see the mill grinding. We got a couple of printed pieces on the walls. I think one's a calendar, one's like a to-do list, and all that type of stuff. This part of the roof does come right off. So here's a nice look at the top floor. As you can see, we have some little jars and stuff like that on the roof as well. We have a nice little lantern here. They don't really hide the wire much. We got a couple of bags and stuff like that. We have a barrel in the far corner on this side, back here in the corner. It's got a loose piece in there. It's a love letter. It's a little letter with a heart on it, sealing it. Looks like we've got some cheese blocks and stuff like that in there as well. So, like as I said, we got lots of detail in a very small footprint of a build. There's a nice good shot of the printed front door and stuff like that. So that looks really good. Nice shot of the water, the mill itself. We do have some crops in the front on this side, like corn crops and stuff like that. We do have some more on this side. This one here is supposed to be in that little box back here, but I don't like loose pieces, so I just stuck it in there. I'm gonna lose it, we'll just lose the pieces. And again, it turns quite nicely. And it's all printed pieces on the front of the wheel itself. So it gives it like the wood grain as well. So that's pretty cool. I do like the wheel that it's not 100% circular. Just because this is Middle Ages, I'm pretty sure they weren't doing perfect circles back in that time period and stuff like that. In the back itself, where we have the battery pack, we do have a nice little pull-out drawer here. This little pull-out drawer is actually all the connectors for the wires. So you can actually connect all the wires in there and then just slide the door in place. So it kind of hides that nicely, as you can see. It's pretty straightforward. Like as I said, it's a lot of detail on this set that actually is on a very small footprint. We'll just pop these back in here. In we go. This one, in we go as well. Pretty straightforward. It's a nice looking set. I think it's 20 by 18 is the footprint. So if you're going to try to do a Mills plate, I think it's 20 studs by 18 studs. So if you're going to put it on a 32 by 32, you're going to have some extra space for some greenery and stuff like that. Or if you want to offset it and put some stuff on like a roadway or something like that. So yeah, you got some options, but here you go. This is the final product. I do like it. I fully recommend it. It was a great build. I really enjoyed building this, even with a couple of little spots that are kind of fragile, but all in all, it's a great build. If you'd like to buy this, the link in the description with my affiliation directly to Funwhole's page for purchasing this. If it's not on sale, there's a cheeky 10% off code called MBB10. But Funwhole right now has got a ton of sales going on, so definitely jump on those sales while you can. Till then, we'll see you guys in the next review.